I tried to beat the buzzer, but the muscles on the end. What's up with that right there? Give me a second. I'm in this thing for real and nothing's heavier than that shit. They try to dirt to me, I'm all tough the cat shit. I know that, yeah, I know that. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hold on a second. Let me just do something. Hope everybody's having a good Thursday. Hope everybody is chopping it up, ready to chop it up, ready to chop it up. Thanks for rocking with your guy, OG Chris, in the building. We are in the building. Hopefully everybody's having a great week, taking care of everything you need to take care of, doing the thing, doing what you got to do. I'm going to bring that down a little bit. Yeah, I want to get into this for a little while. Everybody just chilling, getting into a nice little mood, listening to some little rhythm and blues, cutting up a little bit in the office. You know, I'm in Boston, and guess who's in town? Guess who happened to be in town this week? Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's on the internet talking about it. Everybody in the world is talking about it. Everybody. Like, is there anything else going on in the world? Is there anything else going on in the world today? You know? Is there anything else going on in the world? Because I'm just listening, and after Sunday night, everything's been on blast. Everything's been on the blast. I mean, this is bigger than the round table, the red table, or whatever whatever it is. So, first things first, y'all know how it is. If this is your first time, let me bring this up because there we go. First things first, if it's your first time to the channel, I'm going to salute you. I'm going to salute the divinity in you. I'm going to respect the divinity in you. We are out here. We are in the building. So, yeah, I just want to touch on this. I don't want to dive deep into it, but I'm going to go there. I'm going to go there. I don't really like to get into the entertainment thing, but can we talk about this? I'm looking for answers. And I want to start off with Will Smith and Chris Rock. Say it ain't so. Personally, I think it was staged. I think it was fake. It didn't look real to me. I kind of find it hard that a man would just get smacked in the face on national television and not do anything. So for me, I don't think it's real. I don't think it's real. I think it's another distraction. I think it's something to keep people off of their game. You know what I mean? And this is all people have been talking about. You know, I heard one guy said, is it the Source Awards or is it the Academy Awards? Some people think it's a ritual. Some people, you know, taking sides and saying who they agree with and who they don't agree with. But as y'all can see, it's a bunch of malarkey. It's garbage. It is garbage. It's garbage. It's garbage. Who cares? I mean, you're talking about a couple of millionaires, and Will Smith may be a billionaire, but you're talking about a bunch of millionaires getting into an argument. And what I would say is, if you don't want nobody talking about you or your wife or your husband or whatever, especially when you deal with comedians, I mean, you're in the line of fire when you go to places like that, whether it's a comic club or whether it's a venue where comedians are doing their job. You're in the line of fire. You put yourself in the line of fire. I'm not here to say who was right or wrong. You use your common sense. Use your common sense. Use your common sense. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm tired of hearing about it. I think it's stupid, but I understand the argument to understand the points. You know, the guy that Will Smith should have smacked around, he didn't smack around. You know, when his wife was dragging him around the internet, he took it. But Chris Rock wanted to tell jokes and make fun, so he got to deal with that. He got to deal with that. For me personally, I just thought it was bunk. I thought it was junk. I thought it was junk TV. It was worse than me watching Jerry Springer to get a little entertainment. You know, and that's what it is, guys. It's entertainment. Don't be surprised. Don't be fooled on what it is. Chris Rock is a real one. I'm gonna tell y'all why Chris Rock is a real one. This is why I tell you. This is why I'm gonna say he's a real one. Because he don't want to press no charges. He don't want none of that. You know, I would have more respect for Will if he would have like checked Chris after the show or at the after party. Then we're dealing with something on a totally different level. He should have pulled Chris to the side and checked him. But I guess there's a time and a place for everything. There's a time and a place for everything. There's a time and a place for everything. And wrong time, wrong place for the garbage, for the malarkey, for the trash. Trash. That was like watching trash TV. Like I said, I didn't even watch that. I didn't watch the Oscars. I didn't watch the Academy Awards. But that's all we've been surrounded by. I mean, that's bigger than what's going on overseas. That's big. A lot of people are saying it was. I think it was. I agree. I agree with you. I agree. I totally agree. I think it was a publicity stunt too as well. And the reason why, and you can tell me why you think that, but the reason why I feel like it was a publicity stunt is that Chris is in Boston and he's doing a show for like 3 days. He's already been there one night. He's going to be here again tonight and tomorrow. And the tickets went from like $80 to like $1,300. And I mean, he's bigger now. Before the slap, he's bigger now. I mean, Chris is like 57 years old, OG, running around here telling jokes, clowning, and he's bigger now. He's bigger now. And if you don't want people to talk about your business, you want people to be in your business, then don't get people involved in business. You know, when his wife was running around last year or the year before telling everybody her business at the round table, you know, he took it. He had to take it. But any real man would probably have been embarrassed for him for what he went through. You feel me? Any real guy would probably be embarrassed. Everybody, facts on facts. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, some people feel like it was the King Richard ritual. I've heard that one too. And because he got the Oscar for acting in the movie where he played Serena Venus's dad. I didn't see the movie. I can't speak on the movie. I just feel like it was just garbage. I keep on reviewing that slap. I keep on looking at it. And that's what it's doing. It's causing people to just take some time out. And they want to make it seem like, well, he's defending his wife. Okay, he's defending his wife's honor. And I get that and I understand that. But all is fair. All is fair. It's just, like I said, you have to have thick skin. You know, people get roasted all the time. Superstars. And what I told my wife was like, you can't expect to live a public life. You can't expect to be a celebrity. You can't expect to be a superstar and think that you're going to be off limits. You can't. How are you off limits? You know, his wife came in there. Nobody knew her situation. Nobody knew if she was dealing with cancer. Nobody knew if she was sick. I've never heard anything, so I'm assuming everything is all fair. It's fair game and good humor. It was a good humor. I don't think he did it to embarrass her. I think he did it because she came in with the cut. She came in with the low cut. I'm sure if he knew, he wouldn't have done that. He wouldn't have went at her. But there's nobody off limits when you get in a setting like that. And this is what people need to understand. You can't, your privacy is gone when you become a celebrity. When you become a public figure, they'd be like, oh, I want my privacy. I want my privacy. You don't want your privacy when you're making those movies. You don't want those privacy. You don't want that privacy when you're doing your little podcast. You don't want your privacy when you making your money. You don't want your privacy. Now, he's got to defend his family. He's got to defend. Nobody was beating them up. Nobody was being physical with them. Nobody was being violent with them. And I think Will had a squeaky clean image. And I'm gonna say this. I watch Peacock, right? I watch Peacock, and I've seen the reboot of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is a reboot. I mean, they turned Carlton into a druggie. You know what I mean? I could have only watched 2 episodes. I barely got through the second episode. I really didn't even I couldn't get into it because I just didn't think the portrayal of the characters were cool. I mean, everybody who's seen that or grew up watching that know that the Carlton character was not even close. Not even close. They turned him into all right, I get the whole cooning thing. I get the whole sellout thing. I get that. But the whole when you put the drugs in it, for me, and like I said, that was the character that turned me off to the whole Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reboot on Peacock. I'm not saying I'm not gonna go check it out again and see what it is, but I just couldn't get through the second episode. I couldn't get through it. The first episode was okay because I was intrigued. And that's what happens a lot of times. They draw you in, you get drawn in, and then they slap you. They slap you. So remember, there's a war going on every 15 years. There got to be a war. So we all know that there's a war going on, but somehow the slap is bigger than the war. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm not going to get into any undertones or what have you. I just think that if you a real G, well, that was I think that was a G move, but I would have handled it a little different. I would handle, he was laughing, and he caught himself laughing, and his wife wasn't laughing, and then he had to do something. So I understand in that sense, and it's gonna cost him some bucks. It's gonna cost him a few bucks. All I'm saying is, when is the world gonna stop with it? Leave it alone. It's over. It's done. I think it was a setup. I think it was a stunt. Okay. There you go. So that's why I feel you. It was almost like the Oscars. Poor Oscar was dead. Poor Oscar was dead until the slap happened. Until the slap happened, nobody was really even paying any attention. I wasn't paying any attention. I know that for a fact. I usually, when those award shows come on, I usually see it the next day and see who won what, if I'm even interested. But I'm not really even remotely interested. Yeah, it definitely brought a lot of popularity for the Oscars. Definitely. And you never know. You never know what's going to happen. They just took it to another level. They took it to another level. There's nothing you could tell me. I guess when you start talking about family and things like that, he said, love makes people do crazy things. That's what he says. That's what he says. But when August came on and August said he knew what was the deal, honestly, I don't even want to go ahead because I don't really rock this way. But when August put all the business out there, everybody looks surprised. And what they do is their business. I can care less. But at the end of the day, you can't live in glass houses and throw stones. They just happen to get bopped. And what I mean when they got bopped, just like was it a month before, there was the I don't want to disrespect nobody, but the interviewing on the red carpet at another event, and the woman or the kid, I don't know what she was or who she was. I'm trying to be respectful. Asked them about if is there going to be any more entanglements. Like everybody knows what happened on the internet when they talked about the entanglement and being at the round table. Everybody knows what happened. What was looking bad? What had looked real bad for a little while now. I haven't read his book. I might check out his book. I might check it out. But you guys tell me what y'all think. I want to know what y'all think because for me, I'm with you guys right now. Garbage. I think it was staged, and some people defend it. I don't know much about alopecia. Uh, I know what's the woman's name? She was tweeting something. She's the senator in Massachusetts. Can't remember her name. I don't know her. And she has alopecia. She shaved her head bald. And I remember when she did that. I'll remember the name. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. And I remember when she did that. And like I said, I get it. I'm bald. I've been bald for years, you know. But for a woman, I mean, I get it. Her hair is her glory. Her hair is her glory. So I guess to much given, much is expected. Much given, much is expected. But you can't go fight everybody who clowning you. You can't go. You can't see, and that's the problem. That's when the lines get blurred. The lines get blurred because now you're gonna have these comedians going on stage, and they're not gonna want to go on stage because people are gonna be running up on stage. Love Dave Chappelle. I want to hear what Dave Chappelle. Chris isn't going to speak on it. From what I'm understanding, he's not even going to comment on it. He says he's processing it, whatever that means. I hope he would like get out in front of it, say what he's going to say, and move on. But it's going to kind of be hard to. It's going to be hard to move on and forge forward because you got humiliated, you got embarrassed, you got smacked, whether it was real or fake. Whether it was real or fake, I think it was fake. I think it was staged. I think it was staged. And yeah, it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. But the more I look at it, I'm like, this isn't real. This isn't Big Willie style. You know what I mean? This couldn't be Big Willie style, you know? But he had to let everybody know he's still hood. He had to let everybody know that he's still West Philly, no matter what. He's still West Philly, born and raised. On the playground is where he was spending most of his days. So I get it. He ain't no punk. He ain't no punk. I get it. Nobody called Will a punk. Nobody said he was a punk. Chris Rock just barked up the wrong tree on the wrong night. And that's going to take me into, that's why you got to be careful, people. This is what I'm going to tell you. You got to be careful because you don't know what a person is going through. You don't know. You don't know what somebody's going through. So you may be making fun, making jokes, laughing at other people's expense. And I was always taught respect all, fear none. Respect all, fear none. I'm going to say that again. Respect all, fear none. You don't know what a person's going through. So you have to treat people the way you want to be treated. I don't think the rules are hard. I don't think we're talking about something that's out of this world. Treat me the way you want to be treated. The rules are simple. The golden rules. You talk about the golden rules. I mean, there's 2 golden rules, and most people don't know what the golden rule is. So I'm gonna tell you what the golden rules are when it comes to like money. The golden rule is he who has the gold makes the rules. Slow down. He or she who has the gold makes the rules. And then the other golden rule is do unto others as you have them do unto you. I'm going to treat you good from jump, from the beginning, from the start. You're going to meet me, I'll meet you. I'm going to shake your hand. I'm going to look you square in the eye, and I'm going to treat you the way I want to be treated. Why? Because that's what I expect. And the problem is most people They want to be respected, but they don't want to give respect. Let's take it down to a basic level. Let's bring this down to a basic level. In order to get respect, you have to give respect. See, people don't want to talk about this. That's that man's wife. I get it. I get it. If you really want to see who I am and what I am, mess with me around my family. Now you got a whole different. I'll put everything aside because that's everything to me. I respect him for that. And like I said, we need to take this down to a basic level. People could come up and they could philosophize and they could say whatever they want to say. You don't know what people are going through in their lives. Somebody may be on the edge. Somebody may be ready to crack. We don't know. We don't know. You just don't know. So what I would say is treat everybody the way you want to be treated. Respect all. Respect all. I don't have to like you, but I'll respect you. And that's one of the things I learned from playing sports. I don't gotta like you. If you playing on my team, you can play. You can stand next to me. You can sit next to me. That doesn't matter. But if we're working towards a common goal, I'm gonna work towards that goal with you. If we're working to accomplish a job, I'm gonna do that with you. The problem comes, right? If there's violation, if you violate that. If you violate, and as a kid growing up in the South, and I'm gonna say this, you would know who liked you and who didn't like you, and I'm meaning race wise. I'm gonna jump into this for a second, race wise, and what I mean when I say that, if there was a white person, and this is in South Carolina, if there was a white person and they didn't like you, they're gonna let you know. They don't mess with you. They don't like you. But when I moved up north, they would hug you and they would smile in your face and they wouldn't like you and you wouldn't know. So I would rather deal with somebody who don't like me and tell me they don't like me. You could stay over there and I'll stay over here. You know, it's still respect. We could be respectful. We can be respectful. And I think this is what we need to do as people. This is what we need to do. We need to respect each other. You don't gotta like me, but you're gonna respect me. And I dig. I get it. I don't agree with any of it. I don't agree with Chris Rock. I don't agree with Chris Rock is the victim, but he did get assaulted. But I don't agree with Will Smith. I don't agree with Chris Rock. Because on a simple level and on a basic level, what you're talking about is respect. Respect. And you can't go ahead and it's called home training. Home training. You know, I teach my kids, hey, when you go to your friend's house, you don't go through their cabinets, you don't open their refrigerator, you ask. If you want something, you ask. It's called respect. You don't put your feet up on somebody's coffee table if you're sitting in their living room. You don't do that. You respect other people. I don't care what color you are, what nationality, what race. I don't give. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you show me love, I'll show you love. You show no love, you get no love. It's simple. Chris Rock wasn't showing no love. He didn't do that in love. So Will Smith didn't show no love either. No love, no love. At the end of the day, call it whatever you want to call it. They're gonna debate this for probably a couple more weeks until somebody talks, somebody break the silence. And at the end of the day, it's like love one another. Love one another. Where did I hear that from? Where did I get that from? Where did I get that from? How do I know that? Nature. It's in you. It's in you. We should all know that. Love one another. Love one another. That's what the great teacher taught us. Love one another. If we did that, then we wouldn't be dealing with a lot of the problems that we're dealing with today in the world. We wouldn't have to be worrying about people disrespecting each other because there's love. There's love. When you realize that the same mind that people, I'm not gonna go here, but I'm gonna do it. You have to realize that you're a mind, that you're a spirit. You have to understand that. And you're experiencing this holiday here on earth while you're here. But while you're here experiencing it, show love. Show love. Somebody said, because God is love. God is love. You gotta love your brothers. And I say this to anybody, if you don't love, then what is it? And remember how the story goes. Love will conquer all. Love will conquer all. I only got two cheeks. So I don't know about turning the other cheek. I'm not from that school. You smack me, I'm probably gonna smack you back. It's a reaction. Reaction. And that's what got me about that whole situation. The reaction. The reaction wasn't good enough for me. The reaction wasn't good enough. That's why I tend to think it was staged. That's why I tend to think it was fake. There you go. It's only there you go. No doubt. But see, this is why I tend to think it wasn't real, because the reaction. Of course, you knew you were on TV. You knew you understood you were on the biggest stage that night, but you didn't even your reaction, your reflex. You didn't even you get smacked. Come on, and you didn't even, your reflex was, I don't know. That kind of look off to me. And if he was exercising restraint, which he did, I gotta salute that too, because to have that kind of restraint, is tough. That's tough. That's tough to have that kind of restraint. Because if somebody smack you, there's no telling what you're gonna do. There's no telling, or you've got that much discipline. You know, everybody talks the talk until they're caught in that moment. Until they're caught in that moment. Don't get caught with your pants down. You know, and this is what happens when you clowning. You clowning, joking after getting smacked. Think about that. Think about that. Something fishy. Something ain't right. Something's not right. You think I'm gonna be telling jokes? Man, they had to drag me off of that stage. If I got smacked, they would have had to drag me off of that stage. Ain't no homie, don't play that. Homie, don't play that. You, like I said, it's all, you can't just disrespect people. But remember a lot of these people get paid. A lot of these people, how they make their money. They do things that regular people don't do. They understand things that regular people don't understand. They play a game that most people don't play. They play by a different set of rules. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe it was another payday. Maybe it was somebody didn't want to give up somebody. You know, the TVP, you know, the TPB, the powers that be. Who knows? Maybe it was time for somebody to pay up and they don't want to pay up. So maybe it was a humiliation thing. Maybe, who knows? Who knows? It could have been a humiliation ritual. Could have been anything. We really don't know. Maybe they're friends. I mean, he could easily pick the phone up and call Chris. So the next time somebody gets roasted, they should go up there and cause bodily harm. They should go up there and physically put their hands or their paws on somebody. I don't agree with that. Spread love and no hate. You can't fight hate with hate. You cannot do it. You can't fight fire with fire. No way. Because if you fight fire with fire, you're never gonna have a winner, because fire against fire is gonna keep on burning. Somebody's got to pour the water on the situation. If there's a fire, pour water on it. Pour water on it. But if you're two hotheads, oh my goodness. Facts. That's the only way you can put out a fire. That's the only way you can put out a fire. You got to pour some water on it. You gotta. I just had to get into it because, like I said, I'm kind of tired of hearing about it. Who's got a movie coming out? Does Chris Rock got a new movie coming out? I know he's on tour right now, and I know Will just did the movie with freaking the Serena and Venus Williams, the Williams woman, and I just don't understand. I don't know if somebody got to pay out. Sound like somebody got to pay out. I don't know about the boule. I've heard about the boule. Who knows? It could be a ritual. It could be the King Richard ritual. Who knows? But I just find it hard for a grown man to get smacked by another grown man and nothing going down except for some jokes. Except for some jokes. For some jokes. Everybody knows what it was when they got in there. Jokes. With some jokes. So I'm of the school of that couldn't have been real. That couldn't have been real. And then sometimes I look at it, I'm like, I don't know. And with that being said, I mean, we'll leave it up to you to decide what's real and what's not. Remember, we're being distracted. This is why these guys get paid so much. This is why they get paid the kind of money they get paid. It's entertainment. It's to distract you. It's so you could go live in La La Land for a little while and not really deal with what's going on around you. I hate to tell you this. You're gonna have to tune in. You're gonna have to get on the right page. You're gonna have to get on the right channel, because to me it looked like a setup. The question is, what were they distracting us from? What were they distracting us from? I know the what's the lady? Is it Jackson, the Supreme Court Justice? And then you've got Clarence Thomas and his wife. What's going on? What's really going on? They're not gonna you don't fall for the okie doke. Don't fall for the okie doke. And nobody's talking about the Supreme Court nominee. Only thing you hear is Senator Collins is going to confirm her. She's going to vote for her. That's the only thing I've heard. But like I said, other than that, we haven't heard. And they asked her to define what a woman is. Like, what? And she wouldn't even answer that. But I'm not going to go there. All I'm saying is in this climate, keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open. Watch everything, because that definitely happened for a reason. That didn't happen for no reason. That didn't just happen because, oh, you making fun of my wife. Trust me, that didn't happen for that reason. And we'll find out. We'll know soon. But you gotta be in tune. You gotta be on beat. Get on beat. But like I said, respect all, fear none. Two people who've been in the game for a long time. You think they don't know the rules? You think they've been around this long and don't know how to play the game? They play the game well, very well. Hell, we've been hearing things about Will Smith for years. 6 degrees of separation. Look at the movie. I'm just saying. Sometimes you got to do some things that you got. I'm not gonna go there. But I just want to touch on that. I don't want to I'm not gonna stay here all night. But like I said, love one another, show love, and respect one another. Treat people the way you want to be treated. The rules are simple. And I think everybody should do that. And the people who in power, if they treated the people who weren't in power the way they wanted to be treated, guess what kind of country you would live in? Guess what kind of city or town you would live in? Guess what kind of world we would live in if people would treat you the way they want to be treated? I'm not talking about giving away billions of dollars and not even taking care of people in your own country. I understand humanitarian. I get all that. I understand. But what about the humanitarian, the efforts that need to be taken in your country, in your town? I'm just saying. I'm all about helping people and giving people a hand up, but you got to take your home first. I can't clean your house up. I can't sweep in front of your front door unless my front door is clean. I can't. I'm not trying to sweep in front of nobody's front door or clean up your house or make your bed. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to do that. All I want to do is make sure I do the things that I need to do so I can get to where I want to go. Stay focused. Stay focused. Are you guys going to keep on hearing me say this? Stay focused. Fear not. Move forward. Forge forward. Respect is the game. Don't disrespect anybody. Don't disrespect anybody because you do not know. You don't know. And there's people, remember, there's karma, whether you believe in karma or not. What goes around comes around. I understand. As above, so below. As within, so without. Laws, these are principles. What goes up must come down. Don't ask me why and how. I just know. You know, we all know. What goes up must come down. Some of these people been up for a long time. Some of these people been up. Some of these people been up for a long time. Been up, you know, but we don't know everything. And you gotta understand this. We do not know everything. We don't know the rules that they're playing by. You know, maybe they made a deal before they got there. We don't know. We don't know. But it was a good show with some great entertainment. I tell you that. You know how you know it was some great entertainment? Because they're still talking about it, and it's Thursday, and it happened on Sunday. It happened on Sunday, and they're still talking about it on Thursday. And they're going to be talking about it on Friday, and they're going to be talking about it for a long time. For a long time. You're going to, whenever you hear about little Oscar, whenever you hear about the Oscars, hey, that's what people are going to remember. So that was a defining moment. That was a big moment. But I want to know what the ritual was. I want to know what the plan was. I want to know why. We may never know. So it may look like it's one thing. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's nothing. I just find it hard to think that that was just nothing. I find it hard to think that that was nothing. All right. Yeah, so I had enough of that. I'm going to put that to bed, but I'm going to be rocking tomorrow. And what I want to be talking about when I come back tomorrow is, did the last generation fail our youth? Did they fail the youth? This is what I want to know. I want to know, that the last generation fail today's youth? Did your parents fail you? Did your grandma fail you? Did your granddad fail you? Did your uncles and your aunties, did they failed you? You know, and I'm looking for some, not just some questions. I have questions. I'm looking for some answers, because I feel that everybody's quick to blame the youth. Oh, these people, look at the example that the youth got last night. Good example, beautiful example. I don't want my kids to, not last night, Sunday night. I don't want my kids to see that. You know, I preach love, positivity. I preach positive energy. That's what I teach my kids. You know, but I also teach them that, hey, you're not a punk. You're not gonna smack me around and think I'm gonna take it, because that's not gonna happen either. You know, you have to protect yourself. You have to defend yourself. So with that being said, I want to know and tomorrow I want to talk about it. I want to know, the past generations fail to today's youth. Did they fail? Did they fail the youth? You know, I know what I think. I know what my opinion is. I have an opinion about that. But I think it's something that we need. Can we just talk about it? Can we talk about it? Babies having babies. Babies having babies. You know, we whatever happened to the village? Remember, it takes a village. It takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village. It takes a village. And we need to understand it's going to take all hands on deck if we're going to move forward as a race, as a people, as humanity. We're gonna have to stick together. We got to stick together. We have to. There's no other way. You know, some people think that they're better than other people because of stupid reasons. Ignorance. The only thing that can drive out ignorance is knowledge. Knowledge. Study. Get knowledge. Get knowledge so you can live a good life. Get knowledge so you can live a better life. Get knowledge and pray for wisdom and ask for wisdom and ask for understanding. Get understanding so you can have a life as long as you're here on this plane. As long as you're here on this plane, seek good. Seek the good. I know sometimes you be like, oh, it's hard. Yeah, sometimes it may be hard, but you know, you become what you think about. You become what you think about. Don't worry about hard. Your habits are what creates you. Your habits. Your habits. So I didn't mean to stay here. Listen, I mean to stay here. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna stop saying I don't mean to stay. Yeah, I mean to stay here. Thank you guys for rocking with me. All the beautiful infinite creators. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Yeah, I'm glad that you guys rock with OG Chris, working on some new things. I've been posting some videos, but I'm gonna no, I appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you. You enjoy your night. I'm gonna be looking for you. I will definitely be looking for you tomorrow. But yeah, we want to chop it up, and we want to definitely get back into the youth. We want to know what's going on with the youth, and we want to know where the problem started. We want to know the solution, and we also want to know how we gonna fix this, because it's on all of us. It's on all of us. We can't look at kids and be like, oh, they're bad. Well, somebody taught them. They learned it from somewhere. You know, little kids don't become racist or hate people because they're color. Somebody teaches them that. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is we got to get back to the basics. We got to get back to the basics. You know, we got to teach love. We got to teach respect. We got to teach all of that. So yeah, I'm gonna be here tomorrow, ready to chop it up. We're gonna dive into it. Probably be a little longer than tonight. I just wanted to jump into this because I'm tired of hearing about these two bozos, two clowns. It's like being in the classroom. I'm gonna let y'all go. It's like being in the high school classroom and watching the two class clowns fight. Like, what is this? Like, y'all can't be serious. Yeah, the two clowns were fighting and putting on a show for everybody. You know, one guy talked trash, the other guy smacked him. All right? Both of them about to go to the principal's office. And fake leaders want to meet with Chris Rock. For what? For what? They talk about they want to meet with Chris Rock. Chris Rock was abused. he was the victim. And I know people having a victim mentality, but Chris Rock got smacked around. Why he don't got nothing to say to y'all. All right. I'm not gonna talk no more. Chris Rock ain't got nothing to say to them, but they want to talk to them because they're clergy. What do Chris Brown care? Chris Brown. What do Chris Rock care about them being clergy? You understand? So yeah, I understand. I get it. Hopefully, we don't hear no more about it, but it's a conversation starter, and it's gonna be a topic for a while because of the alopecia thing, because of the family dynamics, the honor, the respect. There's a lot of reasons and a lot of different levels why you're gonna keep on hearing about it. Everybody wants to put their 2 cents in, so I figure I'd put my 2 pennies in as well. Thank you guys again. I gotta rock and roll. I salute the divinity in you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will be back tomorrow talking about the last generation. I mean, these guys are from that generation who should have been raising the new kids coming up. The new kids, they should have been setting an example for the youth, you know. And I thought what was good for a while. Even Chris Rock got a lot of stuff they did. Think about the reach that these two actors have. The reach, just the reach. Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna go there. But thank you guys. I'll be back tomorrow. I salute you guys. I respect you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Remember, we don't care about the haters because we are infinite creators. Keep creating, keep evolving. Keep creating, keep evolving. All right? Until the next time, which is tomorrow, 7:30. Peace. We out. Take care.